My town is afraid of the rain. I found out why. This happened about 12 hours ago. I recently moved to a small remote town with a population of around 2,000 or so. While moving in, I decided to introduce myself to some of my neighbors as I didn't want to be labeled as a rude or weird neighbor. With going around the first 3 doors, they all shunned me away and slammed the door in my face. With kinda being annoyed, I decided to go back and unpack some of my stuff. I would say around 5:30ish I got done with unpacking all the important things and decided to take a break and watch TV and start early on looking for a job. While turning on the TV, I continued my search for a job until the TV turned to static and went black. About 15 seconds after the TV went black, loud sirens started blasting. The sirens were so loud to the point I had to use my hands to cover them up. The sirens lasted about 45 seconds before finally shutting themselves off. As then my TV turned itself on. A man in a red and gold suit appeared on my TV screen. His brown hair slicked back by his hair gel and had a worried look to his face. Code Rain CC3. I repeat, Code Rain CC3. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. All residents lock all doors and windows immediately. Do not let anybody in. Do not leave the safety of your home. Military personnel will handle the situation. Please refrain from using loud devices. Wait for further instructions. As the man in the suit repeated the same lines over and over, the sirens started blaring louder than before. I was confused. What the hell is a Code Rain CC3? And as of now there isn't any rain. I was soon cut off by loud thunder and loud thumps on my rooftop. As I stood up, I walked over toward my window and peeped out of it. As I checked outside, the rain battered against a street, and the fog made it hard to see as the streets were completely empty. Closing the blinds back, I walked back towards my couch and sat back down. Checking my phone, I had no service and no signal bars. I decided to take a small nap in hopes the situation will solve itself by the time I wake up. I was awakened by a demonic high-pitched scream outside. I quickly shot up, heart pounding, and slowly walked toward my window. I peeped outside my window, and it felt like my stomach dropped to the floor. A young lady, I would say in her early 20s, running and tripping, and eventually tripped and slipped into a puddle. All the while the young lady is screaming her head off. Help me. Somebody please help me. As she tried getting up, the thing that was chasing her came into view. A grayish humanoid that I could describe as a stretched out limbless human. It creepily crawled toward the young lady. To my horror, the creature's jaw, oh god, its jaw was long and jagged to the point it dragged along underneath the creature. It made its way closer toward the young lady as she desperately tried crawling away. I made a split-second decision and unlocked my door and yanked it open, causing the creature and the girl to stop in their tracks. Over here. I yelled at the girl as I motioned for her to run to me. As I distracted the creature long enough for the girl to quickly and run over towards my house. The creature, frustrated as it was losing its food, let out a demonic ear-splitting scream. The girl was about 70 feet from my front porch. Multiple footsteps came from my roof as the girl screamed as another humanoid creature jumped off my roof and onto the girl, causing both of them to fall toward the ground. She tried getting back to her feet, but another humanoid pounced onto her and started eating her alive. My body froze in fear as 2 more came running towards her and made a small pile, ripping the flesh off her body. As one of them turned their sights onto me, my body tensed up and I couldn't move my body. As I tried to gain control of myself, I just couldn't. It made its way to me slowly, like it was savoring the moment. Its deep eye holes filled with darkness and razor-sharp teeth. It grinned as it came closer and closer. The red dot on its face flashed and throbbed. I quickly got control back, and as it jumped toward me, I slammed the door and heard a loud thud. The creature threw itself and clawed at the door for hours now. I'm starting to hear more of them grouping outside on my porch. I'm scared. It feels like it's never gonna end. I wish I could have helped her out more, but I couldn't. I was too scared